Bonjour, je m'appelle Lance from Beste Ever MTB. We are here in the Alpes de Huez in France for the Mega Avalanche. Okay, so none of that is actually true. We're actually in Auckland at 440 Bike Park. However, the true part is they are having a Mega Avalanche mass start downhill race here this afternoon. Now, I'm kind of excited about that and also kind of scared. The track conditions are listed as slippery, and generally mass start downhill races, there's usually some carnage. So anyway, hopefully I get through scot-free, and if you want to find out what happens, well, carry on watching.
Okay, time for a quick practice.
Ouch! No, ow, there's no way they can race down there.
Now the bad news is that track was in the race and I'm still picking out gorse from my knuckles now. Now you may be wondering, Lance, what did you do to your face? No, I didn't fall off my bike. I was actually pulling out a fence post, rocking it back and forward. The post snapped, had nails in the top and stuck them into my forehead. So that's why I look kind of crazy. Anyway, we're going down a track here called the Big Bang. Now, never normally come down here, but I figured this could be in the race. Never done a mass start, a downhill race before, and I'm kind of wondering what sort of crazy person would do such a thing anyway. A little bit nervous about it, so thought, well, you get a bit of a practice, get a feel for the tracks. Now, this track comes down to where the shuttle pickup is, and I don't normally ride it because it's a bit boring. And the other track, which is Doozers and to Budgie Smugglers, is a much better track, and that's what we've gone up, and I'm doing that track now. Now filming is obviously what I like to do, and I thought when I saw this advertised, I thought this sounds like a bit of fun. But at the same time, when I got here and realised it was wet and slippery, a little bit nervous. I mean, if the race comes down this track, it's pretty slippery and pretty sketchy. Now, I'm pretty comfortable riding it, but it's another story when you've got people screaming from behind and trying to cut you in on the inside of corners. I'll try and go faster than I should because that's me, and I'll probably crash. So I've come up with a strategy, is that I will go fast at the beginning because of the e-bike, and then when people catch me up, I'll just let them go past me, and then I can film them going past, and then I can always film from the back of the race. So anyway, managing to get down here, it's pretty slippery, but yeah, just about time to go and get myself organised for the race.
Holy crap, this is slippery and horrible. Hang on guys, hang on. Oh, I'm not racing this surely. Whoa.
Now, part of this event is you needed a costume. Apparently, if you didn't have a costume, you would actually be penalised for it at the end. So I stopped off at Bunnings and got myself some painting overalls. Now, these ones were listed as XXL, and they actually fit just fine, which is slightly concerning. Back when I was a university student, my go-to thing was a set of white overalls, some spray paint, and I could come up with almost anything. Back then I had some rather risque costumes. I'm too embarrassed to even tell you what I made back then, and certainly I think if I was to recreate them I would be in all sorts of trouble with YouTube. So just going with the old black dots here. Initially I'm thinking Dalmatian, but maybe we'll call it a snow leopard. So yeah, my costume's going to be a snow leopard. Well, the good news is I wasn't the only one to do the costume thing. I always think if an event puts down to wear a costume, it's always more fun to wear a costume. So good on everyone who did wear a costume. Some of them were easier to ride in than others. Now, one of the things about this race I wasn't expecting was a Le Mans start. So basically you had to run to your bike, jump on it, and go from there. Now, I'm a pretty slow rider, but I'm a really slow runner. So this is probably going to mean I'm going to get a slow start. But anyway, hopefully the e-bike will make up for that.
Oh my goodness, I'm not good at running. Whoa! Whoa. Ow, gorse! Ow, gorse! Oh, more gorse! More gorse! More gorse! Ow! My hands will never recover from this. All right, now pick a way through there. Now, if I remember rightly, far out, pick a line. Holy shit, that course is not good. Geez, I can't pass on double track, let alone single track. Oh, don't do that to me, guys. Go on. Riders.
Oh my god! Oh, is that Levi? Oh my god!
Oh shit.
Okay, so is that cheating? I'm on an e-bike, I've just flown up that hill past the entire field, just about bar one in front of me. Well, if it was me and I was one of those guys pedaling my heart out with my lungs burning trying to get up that hill, I would probably be a bit peeved by some guy flying past me on an e-bike, and I certainly wouldn't see it as fair. So, yep, okay, it's not a fair playing field by any means. Certainly downhill, the e-bike doesn't really have much advantage at all. It has a speed limiter on it, so once you hit about 31 kilometers an hour, if you're pedaling, the motor just doesn't work. So as you can see, I'm following this guy down here. We're actually doing very similar speeds, and although I've got a motor, it's really of no benefit to me at this point. Now there are a couple of climbs later on in this track which I do benefit again, but I'm expecting the field to catch me very quickly. So I'm kind of looking behind me, listening, waiting to see what happens from here. Now I've already said to you earlier that I've got a plan. As people catch me up, I'm going to let them go past me because I don't want to hold up anyone's race. I mean, I got to the front unfairly, so I'm certainly think it's unfair of me to block all the way down. Now I did think I could actually have won this race later on. I thought if I'd have gone to the front, I could have gone past this guy right at the start and just kept my elbows out the whole way down with people yelling and screaming at me. I could have stayed at the front, but that would have been really mean of me. So I'm not going to do that. If somebody catches me, I'll let them go on by so that I'm not going to hold up anyone's race, and everyone will have a good time, and hopefully everyone doesn't hate me at the end.
Yeah, all right, mate. I'll let you go. I'll let you go through, eh? Yeah, go inside, man. There you go.
Now this guy comes on past, he asked to come on by, and so I let him through. So he was the first one of many I was expecting.
You got it, man.
The guy in front of me, I think he's getting tired. He asked if I wanted to come on by as well.
Yeah, she's good, man.
But he's doing a pretty good speed, and so I tell him, no, I'm good, he can just carry on. Now you may be thinking, well, where's the rest of the field? Why are they not overtaking you, Lance? And I'm kind of wondering the same thing myself at this point. And so my strategy's starting to change. I'm thinking, well, can I actually get to the bottom without anybody else catching me? So that becomes my new plan, is to try and see if I can get down as fast as possible without anybody catching me. At the end of the day, I'm a competitive guy. I may be old and slow at times and on an e-bike, but if I'm in a race, I'm going to go as fast as I can. So I decide to see if I can get down to the bottom without anybody catching me. But I'm still constantly looking behind me and listening. I'm still expecting these young guys to catch me. There is a couple of hills near the end, and I think if I can get to that point before anybody gets near me, I think I'll be right to the finish. Now coming up here, it does start to go uphill again if I remember rightly, and I know I said I wouldn't overtake this guy because he was doing a good speed, but I know that the e-bike is so fast through this section that I might as well take advantage of it. So I'm hoping you guys who watch this, I'm hoping nobody got the hump over me. I actually ended up with second place overall, which is truly staggering for me. So I'm hoping you guys, nobody got upset about it. If you do feel a little bit aggrieved or you've got comments, leave some comments. I'd love it. I've got thick skin. If you guys think that I shouldn't have been there or I shouldn't have, because I think I did get a t-shirt in the end and you deserve that t-shirt, then let me know in the comments. I don't mind. To me, it was just about filming the race and having a good time. I didn't expect to get to the finish without the field catching me, but as I say, once I got to this point, I was just so excited that I just wanted to keep going.
Oh shit!
I also want to show people that e-bikes are not all about old people just going out for slow rides and trying to keep up with their son. For me, I like an e-bike because I can go fast downhill, fast uphill, fast everywhere. What's not to like about that? Yeah, I love the thing.
Lance Eastman.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, quick man, you're quick. Real quick.
Oh, Junior.
Oh. Phew!
Go one.
Phew!
And like any good mountain bike race, it ended with a barbecue, some sausages and some cold beers. Everyone seemed to enjoy the event, and there was, as usual, prizes, some pretty bling looking things there, and a few t-shirts and things as well for obviously First Lady and First Junior and First Man, and also even for the best costume, which I didn't win, by the way.
Sorry, you're third. Second place. Lance, e-bike Lance.
Is that cheating?
Is that cheating on an e-bike? What do you guys reckon? Yeah. I reckon because he had because he rode an e-bike, he has to scull a beer. Atui or export, which one is it?
I don't drink.
Oh, come on, I don't get your prize then.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
What about a Dodgy t-shirt?
Oh, Dodgy was a cool guy.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a singlet.
It's a wife beater.
Just a singlet.
Yeah, that's thanks very much.
And first place, John G. Vink.
I gave you first place.
Well, I must admit, when I thought of doing this race, I didn't imagine it would go like that. I was expecting the whole time for everyone to come screaming past me. Ended up with second overall, rather controversial, obviously being on the e-bike. Everyone seemed okay about it. I mean, it obviously was just a very casual ride, but if anyone was annoyed by it, give me a call, I'll send you the t-shirt. But anyway, I had a great day. 440 probably closed for the season, but we'll see you all back here next year. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.